All right, now we're joined by the man in the middle, Dexter Lawrence, the centerpiece of this Giants defense. Dex, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
So you haven't had many off seasons here with the Giants where you headed into the off season having to rehab an injury. How did that kind of go for you trying to work your way back onto the field?
Right now I'm still working on the injury. It's healing every day. It's a process, obviously, and and I hope to be ready by training camp.
Has it been hard not to try to put yourself too fast to make sure it heals right? Because I'm sure you're dying to be out there on the field with the guys.
Not really. I know my body and I listen.
And that's smart.
And this part time of my career, I know, what's right for me, and how I need to come back and be me again.
Wily vet Dexter Lawrence, I like that. Yeah. So, what do you think of the room? It's you guys got a lot of talent in there, man. A lot of really good players. So you're not out there. You're watching them on tape. You're seeing what they're doing. What do you see from this group that you're going to be joining in not so short order? Well,
right now you just see movements, and you see how guys retain information, and
no pads yet.
Yeah, no pads yet. So it's hard to it's hard to see football players right at the moment, but obviously you see guys' athleticism, how smart, how they communicate, and those different traits than the physical nature of the game, which is also a big part of the game.
And we're going to see that in the summer, obviously, when things get real, the physical nature of the thing. How are the guys in the classroom learning, talking to each other, learning the tape stuff
So that's been the most impressive thing, just seeing how guys, pour into each other, and guys, humble enough to listen and to want to learn and want to grow, and, to be the best football player they can be, honestly. So it's very good to see, guys move and learn and, talk and grow together and, build a camaraderie.
If you want to know how to manage 2 minutes of crunch time football, I'm your man. But if you're wondering about a long-term financial plan, you should talk to Citizens. Hey, I can also talk lawn care.
I'd like to learn about a mowing routine.
Yes, I knew I could help. Make sense of your money with Citizens.
How have you seen this defense evolve from year one with Shane Bowen to year two?
I think like I said, the communication is much better. Guys understand the defense a little better. They brought in vets, in the back end to, help, mold the young guys into, better, smarter players. So it's been looking good.
So it seems like he could probably do a little bit more, right? With more of those veteran voices on the back end combined with the added talent up front. It seems like that opens up the playbook a little bit, right?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously we just installing right now, but, once you start game planning, that's where you get to see the tricky stuff that gets put in, or the new stuff that he likes to do during the week.
I know we haven't seen Darius Alexander out there much yet, but I'll ask you about the vets that they brought in. Roy Robertson Harris, who's a gigantic human being, by the way. You got Ledbetter you brought in. How have the new additions been in the room?
Good. Obviously, Roy just comes in with a lot of experience, and he understands the game in a different perspective than I understand the game, and it's good to learn that from him and to grow from him.
What do you think of Abdul Carter?
I think right now, like I said, his movement, he's very instinctive. He looks freaky. I'm excited to see what he do when he put on these pads. And I think I don't want to put anything on him, but I think he's a good football player right now.
Final question. You've been part of some really good defenses here, and you've been part of some defenses that have struggled a little bit. What do you see this group looking like when everything comes together with scheme and players and everyone's healthy on the field together?
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit, honestly. And you see the attitude of guys that has that same hunger, that there shouldn't be a limit on us, and that's the biggest thing, the attitude.
Dex, I appreciate you stopping, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate it, man.